Hello and welcome back to Manor Lords, and yeah, don't worry. If you've seen the previous episode, you'll know that I was a very dumb person. I was a very, very dumb person right there. Anyway, I fixed the issue, alright? I fixed the issue with the fact that I wasn't getting planks because I just had so much going on, and in my previous experience with the game, it was my very first time playing, in my previous series, I didn't have any clue what I was doing, and so I took a long time to actually decide on things, and so when things were happening, construction and so on and so forth, I didn't really have many issues only having one ox. But obviously this time around, I knew what I was doing, with the exception of getting additional oxen. So, I'm just going to show you very quickly what I've done here, because basically we're a little bit further along in the game than we were beforehand. Okay, so first of all, I have built a lot of hitching posts. As you can see, there's a bunch of hitching posts right here, and we can also order more oxes through this as well. So the more hitching posts you have, the more oxen you can order. And the same thing with if you have a livestock trading post. As you can see right here, I have 6 ordered, and once we've ordered 6, I'm basically just gonna stop the trading there. It doesn't really matter about my regional wealth or anything like that. I have a significant amount of it at the moment. We can also get a retinue. All right, we can actually get a retinue up and running if we build a manor, but obviously I need planks to be able to do that, and this does provide us with 250 influence, which is really, really good. And as you can see, after building your very first manor, the starting retinue will join you in your palace for free. Very cool. That's going to be extremely useful for us, because retinue, it is a specialist elite fighting force that can be upgraded. Yes, you can upgrade it. You can give them upgraded armor, you can customize their looks, and so on. Anyway, we're currently being attacked. Yes. We're currently being attacked, and what I'm actually doing right now is moving my forces into position. Now, you may wonder, oh, why are these guys so fatigued? Yeah, the reason why they're so fatigued is because they had to eliminate a brigand camp in the very far reaches of one of the regions, and I wanted to try to complete that before we had the raider attack. But the raider attack was about 8 days away, and I thought, okay, do you think I can make it in time? That's what I was asking myself. And, well, suffice it to say, I was able to make it in time. However, I did have to utilize the run to positions method, technique, whatever, ability. And, now it's obviously causing a bit of a problem. So I'm very much hoping that we are going to be able to even win this. I'm not entirely sure if we will be able to. I'm going to just place these guys right here. Hopefully these fellows are not going to get stuck in the fencing, and they're going to be extremely defensive against these brigands. And now that we are constructing and indeed creating planks, it is going to be even better for us, because once we have planks, it's going to mean that we're going to have the ability to create spears. We can create we can create shields, we can create every single thing that we need. And well, that's the funny thing, we got completely blocked by my lack of preparation in regards to getting oxen. But that's okay. You know why that's okay? Because now you know that when you play the game, not to do that. And you're going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be absolutely fine, because you're going to know, oh yeah, remember that guy, that absolute imbecile? Remember that guy? He didn't get those things. He didn't get additional oxen by using his stable, because obviously if you upgrade your stable to level 2, or should we say upgrade the hitching post to a small stable, then you're going to be absolutely fine, because then you can order an oxen and then you're all good, Then you're all good. Then you got 2 oxen straight away off the bat, and it only costs you 20 regional wealth, which is really quite amazing actually. So anyway, there you go. That was a wonderful victory for us right there. Just going to move these guys back here, and we're now done. And look at this. Look at that, 960. I have 960 right there. Really, really nice. Okay, so what do we want to do now? Well, we're gonna have to get a forager hut, obviously. We're gonna have to get a forager hut relatively quickly here, so that we can get 2 different types of food. because we're currently having an issue with food, as you can see. And saying that, I'm actually going to unassign this person from the Woodcutter's Lodge. I feel like it's not particularly necessary right now. I feel like what we really need is the Forager Hut to be constructed. So I'm just going to put that on very high so that can actually be done relatively fast. And where is the hitching post in this particular region? And there we go. I actually did find the hitching post. So you can see here that you can order another ox. However, and this is a pretty big deal, you're not going to be able to until you either upgrade your small stable using planks or you build additional hitching posts. And I'm going to recommend, obviously, take what I say with a grain of salt after my absolutely embarrassing mistake in the previous episode. But I'd highly recommend just building a bunch of hitching posts. Because you don't necessarily, it doesn't really matter what you do, whether you build more hitching posts or whether you build a small stable. But a small stable is a little bit more costly because a hitching post only requires one timber. It's really easy to get. Whereas a small stable requires 2 planks, and you're going to need a saw pit to be able to do that. And maybe with your limited amounts of families, because I only have 5 families still, you're not gonna have spare workers or anything like that. So it's gonna be a little bit difficult for you. So that's the reason why I say, maybe it would be an idea to do it the other way around and just to literally get another hitching post, which is actually what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna get another hitching post because that's gonna enable me to then utilize my regional wealth and get an additional oxen, and that's going to allow our little village here to expand just that much faster, because that's the funny thing about this game. It is very much a simulation in the greatest sense of the word, because obviously you've got to wait for specific entities to arrive at destinations that they need to get to and that you've ordered them to go to. But they have to arrive. They have to walk all of that way. And that's the reason why supply chains are very, very important. And also the fact that I actually haven't built a well. Have I built a well yet? No, I don't think I've built a well yet. So we're going to be building a well round about... I don't even know where is a good place, actually. I'm probably going to build it round about here. I think that seems relatively decent. But yeah. I have already built something in the backyard here of this burgage plot, which is a chicken coop. And the main reason for that is because I was hoping that would fulfill the 2 types of food. And maybe it would provide us with a little bit of extra food. But it does take quite some time to actually pay off. However, I did get a development point here as well. And I have spec'd into trapping. I personally feel like spec'ing into that. Even though it doesn't provide us with a secondary form of a food type. It's still going to be relatively decent in regards to providing us with just general food. Which is obviously kind of what we want, right? Yeah, that is kind of what we want. Anyway, apart from that, we have 23 timber. And I'm probably... I'm not sure about it really at the moment. Did we actually build that yet? No, we haven't built any of these things yet. So let's actually just speed things up real fast. And this is going to be done in a second. We are going to need to place someone on that as soon as possible. And... then we can also get the hitching post done in just a moment too. And then we're going to order something. Ah, hello. Bodies need burial. Oh yeah, these bodies right here. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. Oh dear. I unfortunately, fellows, I don't actually have a church. And I don't think I'm going to be able to. This is the main problem with actually building something here. Yeah, I don't have a saw pit. That is something that I will need. I will need that pretty badly, actually. So, saw pit is going to be here. Let's place that, I guess, on... I don't even know where to place it, to be honest. I feel like we should probably go this way. I don't know. Let's just build the saw pit there. I feel like I should really replace the logging camp and actually put the woodcutter's lodge on the other side over here. But... I don't know whether it really matters, to be honest. But yeah, this is going to be a bit of a problem. Oh, raiders may be dumped into the corpse pit. Oh, okay. Oh no, maybe we don't even need it then. Oh, okay, that's great. Okay, so we don't even need the other thing. So where's the corpse pit, actually? Because I've very rarely used this. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so the corpse pit could probably go somewhere, somewhere pretty far away, please. Somewhere pretty far away. Actually, let me just see what's going on here. We may want to do some farming. Rye is actually relatively good. Wheat is okay here as well. So let's build the corpse pit somewhere over here, I guess. Or here? Yeah, somewhere like that? I guess somewhere like that. I think that sounds relatively decent, I guess. I don't know. There we go. And yeah, now I have to put this on high priority, really high priority here, just so that we can get these bodies out of the way as soon as possible, because it is actually making things very uncomfortable for our people, as you might expect. So let's put this on high. This is on high as well. Let's put that on very high, and we'll put this on highest so that they do the hitching post quite fast, because as soon as the hitching post is done, I can place an order for an oxen, and then we can get another one, and that's obviously going to be fantastic. That's going to be really important for us. There you go. Order another ox. There you go. And now, don't worry. Usually what I would recommend doing is getting the trade logistics thing. Yes, I know that they've, I think the developer has actually changed the benefits of trading and exporting and so on and so forth, and there may be diminishing returns now on that. I'm not entirely sure how drastic or how penalizing that actually is, so I'm gonna have to see for that. I'm gonna have to see that, that myself. I haven't actually seen that yet, but once we do, then we're gonna be able to figure out whether this is actually worth it in the early game any more than it was before when I played in the pre-release build. So we'll see what's going to happen with that. But what I do know is that if we are managing to get our burgage plots to level 2, that obviously requires a church, and it requires saw pits, water access, and so on and so forth, which is obviously the main reason why I'm also building a well here. It's going to be extremely important for them. And also clothing, but we are getting leather. We need a tannery. Yes, we need a tannery pretty badly as well, but that's the thing. That's all going to come in due time. We just need to make our people happy. But once we get level 2 burgage plots, eventually we will be able to earn more regional wealth, because as soon as you get level 2, every single month, each level 2 burgage plot will give you 1 regional wealth. So it doesn't really matter what you spend your initial wealth on, but it is going to be, fast tracking you to something really powerful if there isn't a significant penalty for trading a huge amount of stuff. But as I said to you beforehand in the previous episode, I feel like maybe I made a mistake by going for trade logistics, because you can see here I have 312 regional wealth, and there really isn't any need for me to be super hardcore on the trading thing right now, because I just well, at the time I didn't actually have any ability to really do much with it. That was basically what was going on there. I didn't have anything that I could do. So that was obviously a problem, because I just didn't have any resources. I had 0 resources, so that really made a huge difference. Anyway, we're just going to be building some more residential here. Look at our approval rating right now. It's absolutely insane. And I think I need roof tiles. Yes, we need roof tiles. So is anyone actually on this? No one's on this. Wow. Okay, yes, we're going to need to do something about that. But yeah, you can see here that I have 4 oxen as well, which is actually very nice. And I have 7 stable spaces, which is actually very cool. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to be upgrading these, because we have 25 planks. Oh, that means I might be able to... can I? No, I can't level these up because I need roof tiles. See, now that's the thing that's actually getting me... yeah, that's the thing that's actually blocking me right now. So it's no longer... me being unable to do anything else. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we are exporting roof tiles, which I'm not making. But yeah, my surplus is probably going to be, I don't know, actually. Let's make it like 50 or something like that. Okay, so basically, we're going to keep 50, and everything above that, we're going to sell. That's how it's going to work. And the export price is currently 8 regional wealth, which is extremely expensive, actually. This is one of the most expensive things that you can export, because if you take a look at the various other prices here, you can see that most of these are below 5, as you see that right there. Leather is a little bit higher. That's 6. And then if you export shoes and ale, that's also 8. And then you've got military, which is also 8. And the only thing that is extremely expensive to export is plate armor. But you're going to need to spend massive amounts of, you know, development points and things like that to be able to do that. I don't even know what the what the actual requirements for plate armor are, but I'm going to assume you're going to need a massive amount of iron, which I don't have because I am not actually in possession of that. Oh yeah, we're going to actually disband these units right now. Let's actually just remove them from the pool as well, and let's just create another spear militia, and there we have it. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Wonderful. Okay, so that's it. There you are. Look at that. Fantastic. Now I'm just going to be on the lookout for some brigand camps because we're going to need to be able to send our army off to fight them, and hopefully we'll be able to claim an additional region sometime soon. And we're also getting some more families moving in too, which is obviously wonderful. And do we have a yeah, we have some people foraging this, which is really, really nice. Hopefully they're going to be able to bring back some food for us. And yeah, it's actually a huge problem right here that I don't have. I'm going to actually put someone off the logging camp right now, and the saw pit is going to have to be done. Let's get 2 people on the oxen here, because that's the thing, I just don't have any. Look at my approval rating right here. My approval rating is absolutely terrible. The bodies are still there. They've made, oh yeah, of course, because I haven't assigned anyone to the corpse pit. Oh, that is terrible. Now, well, never mind. If we do have the luxury of actually, you know, getting our approval rating back up in this region, which will take a miracle at this point, but if we do have that luxury, then hopefully we'll be able to get to 1,000 influence and start claiming another territory, which will probably, all intents and purposes, be this one. I think this one up here would probably be pretty nice. Alright, so we got a wonderful, wonderful situation here. I've just beaten our friend, our neighbor, oh yes, our friendly fellow over there, to these brigands, and hopefully I'm going to be able to enter into a battle with them before he gets there, and then we'll be able to get 1,000 influence and be able to claim our next region, which is going to be extremely important for us. I'm actually not entirely sure if I should just hold position. I feel like holding position actually makes more sense. So you know what? I'm going to do that. If we hold position, I hope he's not going to swoop in and actually try to capture the brigand camp before we can get there, because that's going to be a pretty significant problem for us. Because we need 250 in our treasury to be able to expand, which is obviously going to be a problem. Look at my people, though. They just absolutely murdered these people, because we've got 36 now instead of only 20, because we've finally been able to create spears. Yeah, well, a significant amount of spears and shields, of course. So it's making a huge, huge difference to us. And now we're going to be able to capture the brigand camp. As you can see, he was too late in getting here. So yeah, we are doing so much better right now. Loving that. All right, let's do it. Go in there and loot that. Thank you very much. This belongs to my treasury now. There we go. We now have exactly what we need to make this work. Let's move my forces back there just in case. Let's have a look and see. Are there any other brigand camps somewhere? I'm not seeing any right now. All right, that's great. So what we're going to do, as I said before, is we're probably going to claim this region over here. I think this seems like a pretty decent one. It's got a rich berry. Oh, I'm now thinking maybe this is not the best idea. Oh dear. Yeah, okay. So the reason why I'm feeling like this maybe not be the best is because the berry deposit is going to go away relatively soon. As you can see, it's going to be autumn. Okay, well, okay, fine. I have a couple of months to actually make this work. So maybe it's going to be okay, right? Maybe it's going to be fine. Okay, fine. Let's do it then. Let's claim this. There we go. We're going to claim that. I just want to try to consolidate these areas right here. If I can get these 4 areas right here, and the enemy gets these 4, then I think we should be fine. Personally, for me, I find that super weird, because in the pre-release version of the build, I was super slow in claiming my first region. because I had no idea how to get influence, and I was really worried about, actually engaging brigands in the beginning. And then I realized that brigands are not actually that difficult to defeat if you have, the right unit types. Personally, I don't really like polearm users. I feel like polearm users are very, very difficult to use. They're most likely going to be used against cavalry, of course, in comparison to being used against infantry. Whereas spearmen, they're good against cavalry too, but obviously, as you no doubt seen, they are very defensive and they are super, super effective against infantry as well. So it really makes a huge difference. So for some reason, the berry deposit here is completely gone. I don't know why, but there you go. All right. But yeah, anyway, I'll just show you what's actually happening in our second region right now. As you can see, my approval rating is still going down, even though we do have the market food variety, doing some good stuff here. But that doesn't really matter. We don't really have to worry about that too much. This is still being, gathered, which is wonderful. And obviously the hunting camp is amazing. It's really, really good. So what do we need? What do we need to be able to do things? Well, it's the clothing. Yeah, it's the clothing. So we're probably going to be getting a tannery up and running. And we're just going to put that around about here, I guess. Generally, smell is going to be really, really important when that is actually implemented. At the moment, it is not, as far as I'm aware. So I don't think we really need to worry about it. As you can see, there is nothing around the corpse pit, which would normally smell pretty bad. And the tannery, of course, is going to smell pretty bad too. So it's highly recommended, if you're playing this at a later time, obviously, to move the tannery further away from the settlement. But as it is right now, it doesn't seem to make any difference. So I'm just placing it right there just for the sake of efficiency. But in general, if you are, playing this at a later time, then you know what to do. Anyway, we're just going to get that up and running, and then we'll be able to get some clothes. And, oh yeah, I should probably also build a church, shouldn't I? I should probably also build a church. Here we go. The church is now available for us. Let's build that round about here, I guess. And then we also probably want to build... Well, I mean, we don't even need to really build more residential at the moment. Our approval rating is too low to attract anyone, which is really, really sad, in my opinion. But, that's just how it goes, I guess. And the region is about to be claimed. There it is. Nice. All right, so... this now basically means that this region is off limits to brigands, as far as I'm aware at least. And we're going to just go and take this settlers camp over here. I'm going to place the settlers camp probably around this location. Oh, this is a very difficult region to deal with. Yeah, this is kind of harsh. Okay, well, we're going to do it nevertheless. Let's do this. There we go. And yeah, now this is going to be a pretty difficult one in my opinion, because we're going to need to build roads pretty far, really, really far roads actually, all things considered. I'm going to actually remove this road. I didn't like the way that it was built. Okay, let's do this one. There we go. And we're going to also need to build a road to the iron over there. The iron is going to be very important, but not so much at the moment, of course. And then we're just going to build around here like so. Yeah, let's just do something like this, and then connect this one here. There we go. All right, okay, so what we need to do very fast is get these berries up and running. We're going to need to collect the berries super fast. And we need a hunting camp as well. Let's get the hunting camp. We need firewood, so let's get the woodcutter's lodge. And I think that's probably all I'm going to do right now, because we've got food coming in. And we've got firewood coming in. And then we're also obviously going to be building our burgage plots as well. So let me just actually do a little bit of something with that. Let's build something like this. Nothing too dramatic. I'm not trying to be fancy right now. I'm just trying to get these burgage plots up and running. I only have 6 timber, so... oh dear. Yeah, that means a logging camp is required. Yep, we're going to have to do that. Okay, let's do that around about here. There we go. And let's put that on highest priority. There we go. All right, fantastic. So we've got everything that we could possibly want. The logging camp is going to get us timber. The Woodcutter's Lodge is going to get us firewood, and the Forager Hut and the Hunting Camp will get us food, and obviously the Hunting Camp will also get us hides that we can then turn into leather, and then we can create clothes out of that and all that wonderful stuff. So it's going to be really, really important for us right there. And otherwise, we should be good. So I'm just going to place this, I'm going to place these people on here. We need to be pretty fast in actually getting our firewood as well. There's the Forager Hut. Let's get someone on there. Hunting Camp, someone on there. Let's put this on 5, and there we have it. Okay, that's a really, really nice setup for only 5 families because, oh yeah, we need a marketplace, of course. But yeah, that is a really nice setup for only 5 families. I'm going to actually, you know what? No, I'm going to put the marketplace over here. I don't really want to put it, you know, super close to these things over here. I feel like that's going to be kind of annoying because maybe we want to build something in the middle here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe the church, maybe the manor, maybe some other production buildings and things like that. I'm thinking, you know, maybe the saw pit or maybe the forester's hut or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, something along those lines would probably be a pretty decent idea. And let's actually build some burgage plots now, shall we? So let's see. I can build 4. All right, sure, why not? That sounds like a decent idea, because then we're actually going to be increasing our approval rating relatively fast. And as you can see, look at how much food we've got right here. Look at that. We've got 9 months worth of food right now already, just purely because we were able to get into the rich deposit of this berry here. It's absolutely incredible. Really, really fast, actually, that we were able to do that. And we've got a lot of firewood here as well. Obviously, bear in mind, we don't have any houses yet, so they can't use the firewood, which is exactly the reason why it says no consumption at the top here. So obviously we're going to have to rectify that, and as you can see, it is now done. Let's get some chickens, I guess. We could technically get some chickens. Let's get some chickens, why not? Oh yeah, there's actually something that I want to show you. Very, very important. This is something that was actually told to me on the previous episode, and I gotta say thank you very much, because I did not know about this. This is really, really interesting to me. Maybe it's interesting to you as well. I don't know. But anyway, you see this? You see this massive garden right here? Yeah, I literally built this because I wanted to demonstrate this vegetable garden thing. Because look at this. Requires plowing and harvesting labor. That's fine. Okay. However, look at this. The yields depend on the plot size. And that is exactly the reason why we have been struggling with food for so long. Because we have these vegetable gardens that are so incredibly small, but you can see here that if I turn all of these into vegetable gardens, it is going to make the yield insane. It's going to be so good. Unfortunately, at the moment it is October, so it's unlikely that they're going to be doing anything with the vegetables at the moment, but still, you know, it's still a potential thing there. I'm actually kind of wondering what's going on here with the hunting camp. Why are they not hunting? Why are we why are we having problems with food? We've got 3 months worth of food, which is not exactly great. And how are we doing over here as well? Yeah, I need to actually turn this into a deep mine. In the meantime, the clay furnace needs to get some more people here as well. And I'm thinking, actually, you know what? Am I exporting? Yeah, I think I am exporting, right? I mean, we have 48, so we don't currently have the available number that we need. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put more people on this, and obviously we need to put this on highest so that we can get people to upgrade that as soon as possible. And then once that's done, we're going to be in an even better situation, because I'm going to be able to export roof tiles, gain regional wealth for it, and I can hopefully then import something else, which is going to help us out. So yeah, I'm going to leave this particular field fallow for a little bit of time here. I should probably build another field, all things considered. So shall we do that? Why not? Let's do it. Okay, let's see. So I want barley right here. What's good with barley? Barley is over here. Are you serious? Oh no. Okay, yeah, I guess over here is okay. Let's just do 1.0. There we go. And we'll just put this... Well, oh, it's 50% actually. Ugh. That's pretty terrible. Okay, we'll just put it on fallow for now, and then we'll put it on barley next year, and then we'll put it on fallow again. So it's just gonna go, you know, 2 years off, 1 year on. That's basically what we're gonna do with this. And then I'll build a, well, we want to build a farmhouse as well, don't we? Where do we want to put that, though? I guess here? Ugh, this is a terrible location for it, isn't it? Ugh, yeah, this road is not very well placed, let's just say that. I guess I'll put that there. There we go. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty cool, though, I feel, from the sky. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Oh, yeah, these guys are literally just standing there. That's terrible. I should have actually disbanded them a long time ago. My bad, my bad. Anyway, our forces are absolutely fine. They're doing really, really well, actually, considering, you know, it's me leading them. Alright, so it's now time to upgrade our church. I'm currently having a huge problem with food though, so let's actually do something about that first. So we're going to go into the trade screen here. Let's take a look at food. What do we want to actually import? Well, I currently have some vegetables, some eggs. I think bread is probably going to be relatively good for us, and it is going to it's going to cost us a lot, isn't it? Yeah. Ugh, how annoying. Okay. So we're going to just establish the trade route with bread. Let's do that. We can order a new horse. I don't know what that actually does. I mean, we've got some storage space, I guess, so we might as well. So let's import it. This is going to cost me a lot of money, so I'm a bit worried about this, but let's get... let's get 20 bread. That's not going to be enough for all of our people, because we have 150 people, just so you know. So yes, it's not looking very good, let's just say that. Let's order a new horse, and what we're also going to do is we are going to upgrade our hitching posts into small stables, because we now have the ability to do that, of course, and that's going to be extremely important for us. I also probably want to get another well. This is something that you don't want to neglect if you can help it. I'm actually unsure why I can't see any of the water. Why can't I see the water right now? Oh, okay, I see. Oh, the overlay is very, very hard to see when it is snowing. So we're going to have to probably wait to build another well until summer, something like that. That's probably going to get changed as development continues or something like that, because it's way too difficult to see like this. But otherwise, the brewery is up and running. And all we need to do is get my church advanced in level, which is exactly what I'm going to do. There you go. And we're going to get highest construction priority on this. I have a massive amount of roof tiles coming in because we have 3 people working the furnace. It requires refueling at the moment for some reason. Why do I have... Ah, yeah, it's because we have such little fuel. I don't know why we have such little fuel, by the way, because I literally have an insane amount of people working on this. Look at the Woodcutter's Lodge right now. It's crazy. So I'm partially thinking that what I would like to do is get an entire new section of people over here. So we're just going to put a saw pit over here, a logging camp over here as well. I'm going to put that around about here, and then we're going to get a forester's hut as well. And we're literally just going to build another little section of, you know, people that can get wood and firewood and, you know, all that wonderful stuff over in this direction here. Because this is really going to make a huge difference to us. I probably should have been doing that beforehand, all things considered. But you know me, I generally am kind of stupid. So, you know, I didn't get 2 ox, you know, in the previous episode. So, you know, that that just tells you everything you need to know. Anyway. We've got a large granary now as well, by the way. I finally upgraded that. But yeah, otherwise, we can obviously upgrade our things here to be something a little bit more. You can see that I can get to, hopefully, I think I can get to level 3. Yes, I can. As you can see, we can now level our people to level 3. This is not met yet for some reason. The food stall is not. This one is, however, so let's do it. And we can do this one as well, and I'm not entirely sure why some of them do and some of them don't, because they're right next to each other. Generally, it is proximity, and the small stone church is almost done. Almost done. It's going to look amazing, and Yeah, the trading post, does that actually have someone on it? Yes, it does. Okay, that's absolutely fine. And the tavern obviously has someone in it as well. And yeah, we can't upgrade these just yet. Clothing, yeah. So basically, I don't know whether you've noticed or whether I've actually told you this, but basically what I did was I have a blacksmith, a joiner's shop, a brewery, and a cobbler's shop all in a row. And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it really, really obvious where these things were, because I know for certain that they're right next to the church. And obviously you can't really tell what they do just from this layout here, from this overlay. So, you know, it's really, really useful to have that, you know, have that ability. So, yeah, that's the reason why I went with that. Also, where's the tannery? There's the tannery. Okay, I'm going to get another person on the tannery. We have so much manpower right now, we should probably utilize it, shouldn't we? It's probably going to be extremely important for us to do that. Have we actually built anything here yet? No, we haven't built any of these things yet. Alright, well, that's fine. But yeah, the hunting camp is obviously fine. We're hunting that, well, pretty harsh. But we're just about surviving, and it is January now, so we should be okay. You know, all things considered. But look at the amount of money I have right now. This is also the reason why we are even able to survive, in my opinion, because of the trading post. Because we were able to import food. As you can see, we did actually import food. That was 280 regional wealth, which is not even that much, all things considered. It isn't that much, but yeah, well, you know, it was expensive for me at least. And we're going to be building my little manor roundabout here, I guess. I'm not really going to be doing anything too amazing here, but yeah, anyway, you can place various things on this, like walls and gates, outer tower and so on, but this is obviously in, you know, this is in development, obviously, and you can place it if you so desire. I've seen some people, I saw this on Twitter the other day. Basically, people could build this entire thing around the town that they were building, which I thought was absolutely insane. But you can do it. You can do it if you want to. You know, that is something that you can do. It's not recommended by the developer, but you know, it is something you can do. Anyway, let's see if there's another person that can actually level up to level 3 yet. No, it doesn't seem like it. We can get some things to level 2, I guess. How much timber do I actually have? 31. Okay, that's actually fine. Yeah, for some reason, we need more food. What is the problem with our food right now? Let's actually have a look. Our problem with our food is that we have vegetables, bread, eggs. That is 3 types, technically. I guess we don't have berries and we don't have meat at the moment, and that would be the thing that would actually cause this to be able to be upgraded. Which is a little bit sad, actually, but, you know, that's fine, because we have everything else that we need to be able to do that. For example, the roof tiles. The roof tiles are very, very important for us. I'm actually going to put everyone on this. I'm going to put everyone on this as well. I just want to try to export as many roofing tiles as possible. And let's actually see now, because obviously I mentioned earlier in the episode whether there was actually going to be any kind of diminishing returns. Aha, yes, as you can see, look at that. The global market supply for roof tiles is now 50% of what it was beforehand. So the global market supply is now oversupplied and prices are lower than usual, which means that I'm no longer getting 8, but instead I am getting 4 per roof tile. Which, I gotta say, I feel like that's fine for a balancing measure. But for me personally, I find that kind of... I'm not entirely sure if I agree on that, because, okay, now, I'm not criticizing the developer here, because obviously this is a good measure to take, because obviously otherwise you would have infinite money, or you would generally have a huge amount of cash. However, I feel like the main issue here is that it should depend on what kind of thing you're exporting, in my opinion, because roof tiles, you're always going to need roof tiles, I feel. Because if any self-respecting person that is, you know, running their own village, you're going to eventually need roof tiles to be able to get level 3 burgage plots, right? If we're talking, you know, if we're talking from a, shall we say, roleplay perspective here, you know, another lord of a region is going to need roof tiles at some point. So that's the reason why I say, you know what, maybe that would be the thing that we want to think about here. Because if you then think about the fact that, you know what if I export food and someone really, really badly needs food? Well, they're obviously going to pay a lot more, aren't they? But obviously this is a much more intricate simulation, which may indeed be implemented later on. Who knows? I don't know. So we'll see what's going on with that. I'm going to put someone on the church, even though I don't really need to, but I'm going to put someone on the church for the moment. And I'm actually hoping that the month is going to tick over relatively soon, because we're having some huge issues with food right now. And I can't import anything else. I literally have nothing. I cannot import anything else. I have no regional wealth. I have very little about what I can do. Oh yeah, by the way, I should probably show you... Oh no, I don't have my manor yet. Oh, that's sad. I actually wanted to get the manor up and running so that I could show you the retinue, but I guess I'm going to have to show you that in the next episode. But there's a brigand camp. We're going to go and attack that in just a moment. But for now, that is it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.